Today, I'm going to show you how to get rid of skin tags and warts very quickly. In many cases, they'll shrink overnight or within a few days, though sometimes it may take up to 2 weeks for them to fully disappear. But you'll notice them getting smaller the longer you continue this method. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more simple health tips like this. Getting rid of skin tags is actually very simple, and it only takes 2 ingredients. But more importantly, it's crucial to understand why you have them in the first place. A skin tag or a wart is your body's way of signaling that something else is happening inside. The goal here is not just to remove them, but also to prevent them from coming back, since they're often linked to deeper health issues. So, what do we know about skin tags and warts? They're basically small clusters of growing cells, and that growth is called an anabolic response. Anabolic simply means growth. In fact, you can think of them as mini tumors, but benign ones. Benign means they're not cancer, because cancer is malignant and spreads uncontrollably. A benign tumor only grows in one place and stops at a certain size without invading the rest of the body. Skin tags usually form on skin folds like the neck and armpits, but they can also appear in the mouth, esophagus, throat, groin, or even private areas. There's also a strong link between skin tags, warts, and HPV, the human papillomavirus. And HPV isn't just one virus. There are over 130 different types, each causing different conditions. Skin tags are also more common in women, especially during pregnancy, which makes sense because of higher estrogen levels. Estrogen is an anabolic hormone that encourages cells to grow. On top of that, the more body fat someone has, the more estrogen they produce. This applies to both men and women. And with higher estrogen, not only do you see more skin tags, but there's also a higher risk of HPV-related problems, including certain cancers. Skin tags also appear more often in people with diabetes, obesity, and PCOS, and all of those are tied to high insulin levels and insulin resistance. In one study with 98 people who had skin tags, nearly all of them showed insulin resistance on a test called HOMA-IR. They also found strong connections between skin tags, high triglycerides, and obesity, and all of those are linked back to insulin resistance. When you have insulin resistance, your body produces more and more insulin to try and push it into your cells, but it doesn't work properly. Normally, insulin should help your mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells, produce energy. But when that process doesn't work as it should, your body keeps pumping out insulin, creating a harmful cycle. Over time, this can weaken and reduce the number of healthy mitochondria, and that dysfunction is at the root of both cancer and benign growths like skin tags. That's why insulin resistance is likely the biggest reason behind them. So yes, we'll get to the remedy in just a moment, but the main thing you should understand is that you also need to address the underlying problem. That means fixing insulin resistance and balancing estrogen if that applies to you. In most cases, insulin resistance is the bigger issue. The best way to improve that is by following a healthy version of the ketogenic diet along with intermittent fasting. That way, after you remove the skin tags, you'll have a much lower chance of them coming back. Now for the simple remedy, you only need 2 things, iodine and garlic. Iodine is powerful because it can block HPV and also help regulate estrogen. The best type to use is called povidone iodine, which you can buy at any drugstore. It's safer and dissolves well, and doctors even use it to treat burns. Here's what you do. Take a small dish and add 2 drops of iodine. Then crush some fresh garlic and squeeze out a couple of drops of juice. Mix the garlic juice with the iodine, dip a cotton swab into the mixture, and apply it directly to the skin tag or wart. Cover it with a Band-Aid or tape, and do this twice a day. Keep the garlic in the refrigerator to make sure it stays fresh because the active compound, called allicin, loses its strength quickly. Allicin is the key. It's anti-cancer, antiviral, and very powerful. The iodine stays fine at room temperature, but the garlic needs to be fresh each day. After a day of using this remedy, many people notice a clear shrinkage of their skin tags, sometimes even complete removal. For others, it may take up to 2 weeks depending on how severe their insulin resistance is. Each day, make a fresh batch by crushing new garlic and mixing it with iodine. Then repeat the process until the tags are gone. Other natural remedies may work as well, such as zinc oxide, apple cider vinegar, or oregano oil, but garlic with iodine usually works the fastest. Since warts are also caused by HPV, if you don't see results within a week, you might need to try a different method. Salicylic acid from the pharmacy is one option, either as ready-made patches or by crushing aspirin with a bit of water and applying it under a Band-Aid. Another option is a traditional plant remedy called celandine. If you have access to it fresh, you can break the stem and apply the orange sap directly to the wart, covering it with tape. This sap is extremely potent against viruses. So to wrap this up, skin tags and warts aren't just random skin problems. They're signs that something deeper is going on with your health, often insulin resistance or hormone imbalance. Use this remedy to get rid of them quickly, but also take steps to fix the root cause so they don't keep returning. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for more natural and practical health tips.